Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hey everyone, this is Meg.
Hi there, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We are popping open a bottle of balance oil, one of our favorites.
Yeah, I have loved this smell since the very first time I smelled it.
I agree. This is kind of one of those gateway oils, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's super calming. It's super woodsy, but not necessarily earthy because it's kind of sweet as well.
Yes, well, and I smell like spruce wood, not necessarily cedar wood. Like, I feel like or last week we talked about arbor vitae, and I feel like that it just is different than that, right?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, it smells really nice. And I always think about this as well, but every dog I have owned or been around where I have like worn this as a personal perfume has loved it. And so, yeah, it's one that not just humans like, but dogs as well. Maybe cats. I'm not sure about that one.
Yeah, no, when I took the lid off this morning, my dog definitely wanted to follow me and see where I was going with the balance oil. Yeah. Let's talk about the ingredients in this one. So this is black spruce, hoe leaf, frankincense, blue tansy, blue chamomile, osmanthus, and it is diluted with fractionated coconut oil already.
Yeah, it's interesting. I forgot that blue tansy was in there because you don't see the blue at all. Like when I just put it on my skin. Do you see it?
Wait for it. Very, very light. You definitely will not be able to see it on the screen, but it's a like transparent blue almost. It's not as blue as the blue tansy is.
Mm-hmm. Just, it smells good. It's super calming. So obviously different reasons to use this. I think I've said calming like 3 times already, but it really does calm down your nervous system and could help with, stressful situations and things like that just by taking you down a notch.
And these episodes are always so funny when we do the calming oils because I feel like the overall vibe of the whole episode is just one notch slower, more relaxed than maybe like a citrus oil or something where we're all upbeat.
Yeah, totally agree. But for that reason, like diffusing it, I love diffusing this with wild orange or citrus bliss or some type of more uplifting oil. Like the scents go well, and then it also helps balance you out so you're not just, okay, it's time for a nap.
Agreed. Yes. And I do like that combination as well because I also think it keeps the house on a general uplifted vibe, but at the same time, we're all just kind of a little bit calmer instead of being wild and crazy too.
Yeah. So what's the number one way that you use this one?
Probably right out of the bottle, funny enough. I feel like, yes, I diffuse this one quite often. We have the roller bottle version, so I do just apply it directly to me quite often. But this is one of those oils that I can go and just take the lid off and just take a big breath in through right from the bottle or put some into my hand and just rub my hands together and breathe in that way because it works and it smells so good. And I really, really just like it aromatically, just straight from the bottle.
I don't know that I do it straight from the bottle so much, but I do agree aromatic is my favorite way to use it. I really thought when they came out with it in a roller bottle that I would use that more often. In fact, I have a friend who uses it every morning. Like she applies it to her feet before she even gets out of bed. And she swears that it makes mornings with kids like so much easier and smoother. And so I like the idea of that, but I don't wake up in the morning even thinking about that. So I don't use the roller nearly as much as I thought I would.
But it's nice to have on hand. The roller of balance is one of those things that I have kept in my purse at times before where I feel like the car ride is getting a little bit out of control, that I'll just kind of pass that bottle to the back seat and everybody can apply. And a few minutes later, we're all just a little bit better. And I think that's the big thing, right? Like you said, it's not necessarily making you feel like you want to take a nap, but it's not necessarily, keeping us up either. But I think it just brings balance, exactly as said. It just kind of evens the line out a little bit.
In what is this book called? In the Essential Life book, it says specifically from an emotional standpoint that it takes you from unstable to grounded, which I think describes that transition perfectly. And it's fast, which is awesome too. I mean,
yes,
that's most of these pure essential oils, but that makes a huge difference.
Yes.
All right. Anything else on balance?
I think everybody should have balance. I think our entire society needs access to balance.
Yes. Yes, I totally agree. Life would be much better if everybody applied some balance before interacting with anyone else. All right. Well, hopefully this episode has inspired you to go apply some balance and remember how good it feels to feel even keel and steady and balanced. So we appreciate you listening. We'll have a brand new episode for you next week.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.